Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
What set BH apart for me was that it was just slightly different. I had half of my class go to SDSU and USD, and I wanted to do something a little different, have a little different taste of things. It feels really easy to go with what everyone else is doing and just go where you know you're going to be comfortable, like at USD or SDSU, because you know everyone there. But I think this was a good enough stretch for me, but it still felt like I had a safety net. And then when I came here on campus, I remember walking around and I was like, this actually feels like a place where I could spend the next 4 years of my life.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building
the Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than...
Since soccer was sanctioned, and they're at home again. Last season on a thrilling comeback win in the first round of the playoffs. This year they are home to meet the Jefferson Cavaliers, a team they just defeated on this field 10 days ago. The challenge that day was rain. The challenge today is wind. We're at the PILC Soccer Complex, the first round of the AA Girls Soccer Playoffs for 2023 as the Pierre Governors host the Jefferson Cavaliers. I'm David Burrell. Good afternoon. Colby Carey is our studio coordinator. Glad to have you with us. Brian Menning handling the video today. Remember, you can watch it at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. The Governors, well, their regular season just didn't end very well on Thursday against a really good Aberdeen Central team at Swisher Field. This is a team that, among several others, are favorites. There are a lot of good teams in AA, and Aberdeen Central is one of them. After all, this was a team that handed Mitchell the only regular season loss while they held the Governors off the board on a 1-0 win last Thursday to close out the regular season. This was 2 days after the Governors in their home regular season finale swamped Huron 11-0. Today, a Jefferson team that is the 9th in C-point standings despite just 3 regular season wins, but 4 draws helped earn them the 9th seed. On the game here on September 23rd, Ryan Berry scored in the first half. Reese Sargent scored later, also an own goal. Jefferson got one back late in the match from Mackenzie Nelson, but Pierre won by a score of 3-1. But this is a team in Jefferson that can clamp the fence down. So the faster the Governors start today, they feel the better off they will be. And they do have Graceland Taylor back in the lineup today. The junior midfielder has been out for a while. Tied for second on this club with 6 goals. Taylor will play for the Governors today. This is the Bank West pregame show at the PILC Soccer Complex. It's Pierre and Jefferson. Girls soccer, first round of the AA playoffs. We'll keep you updated on the boys as well. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team. They remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. More in our Bank West pregame from the PILC Soccer Complex in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
Money.
Minute. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play. Hey, DQ fans, do you order onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer. Both. Say hello to the DQ Chicken Strip and Fry Rings basket. Get 2 of the legendary sides with golden chicken strips. Now, the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fried chicken ring, or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at capitalcityfordtoyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, Pierre, South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Jail. No matter how good you are, working with a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. So if you'd like to know more about the available positions at the Hughes County Jail and be a part of their team, log on at hughescounty.org. Click on the Sheriff tab. Detention deputies and nursing positions are available. Go Govs from the employees of the Hughes County Jail.
We are in the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth of the PILC Soccer Complex. First round of Girls AA State Soccer. It is Pierre hosting Sioux Falls Jefferson. One of 8 matches today. For the winner of this match, it is a quarterfinal round match on Saturday between the winner of the match that will start a little later on in Mitchell, between the top seed Mitchell Colonels. We mentioned them 13-1. They and Harrisburg went both 13-1 in the regular season. Mitchell hosts the 16th seed Brookings. The other matches, 4th seed Aberdeen Central at home against the 13th seed Yankton. In Spearfish, the 5th seeded Spartans take on the number 12 seed Sioux Falls, Washington. Defending champion and 2nd seed Harrisburg at home, meeting the 15th seed Watertown. 7th seed O'Gorman. This is a 9-1-3 team. That's the 7th seed. And 10th seed Sioux Falls Roosevelt, the opponent at McEnany Field. And at Sioux Park in Rapid City, later, 3rd seed Rapid City Central against the 14th seed Sturgis, and going on now, the 6th seed Rapid City Stevens against the 11th seed Lincoln. Again, the winners of all of these games play in quarterfinal action on Saturday. The Pierre Governor boys playing right now in Sioux Falls. They moved that match time start up 90 minutes. They actually got going at 3:30 to try to get away from the threat of some poor weather that's expected to hit the Sioux Falls Metro later. The Governors knew they might have a tough today against an unbeaten Lincoln team at 10-2, and that's certainly the case. They're in the latter stages of the second half, and Lincoln has a 5-0 lead over the Governor boys, a team that's won only once since the end of August, a difficult end of the regular season, and it is going with difficulty again today for the Governor boys. But for the Governor girls, they hope not to have that difficulty as they take on the Jefferson Cavaliers at the PILC Soccer Complex. More on the Bank West pregame in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Beck Motor Company is celebrating 54 years in business. Specials in every department. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 10% off all Pro Shop items. Caps, coolers, cups, blankets, car storage containers, and more. $15 off a light detail. And with all vehicle purchases, take home a special anniversary gift. See us at beck-motors.com. Call 224-5912. Thank you for your business and friendship.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
Pierre Governor girls soccer in the first round of the AA playoffs against the Jefferson Cavaliers at the PILC Soccer Complex. Glad to have you with us. We have a soccer volleyball doubleheader on River 92.7 because right after we get done here, we take you to Huron where the Governor girls in volleyball try to get out of the little bit of a slide. They're in 2 match losses in a row, including that tough 5-set loss at home to Brandon Valley last Saturday after they had taken the first 2 sets from the Lynx. They're 8-4. Well, they're in Huron this evening to meet the Tigers at Huron Arena. And again, we'll get you to Brian Oakland right after we get done here. We won't have very much of a post game at all for this match. We'll get you right to Huron for the Governors and the Tigers in volleyball here on River 92.7. And then, of course, Friday night, it's Pierre and Huron again, this time in football at Hollister Field at Phil Troutner Stadium here on River 92.7 at 6:25 as the Governors try to come back from their first loss in 21 games. That happened, of course, to that good Brandon Valley team last Friday night at home. Pierre does remain number 1 in the media poll in 11AA. Again, that is 6:25 on River 92.7, and that'll be on Friday evening. But we have soccer today, and when we come back, we'll briefly go over our keys to success that are presented by Central Dakota Eye Care. As it's Pierre and Jefferson, it is the first round of the AA Girls State Soccer Playoffs, and there's more for you in 3 minutes on the official voice of Governor Soccer, River 92.7.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! Go in! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Hey, DQ fans, do you order onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer. Both. Say hello to the DQ Chicken Strip and Fry Rings basket. Get 2 of the legendary sides with golden chicken strips. Now, the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fried chicken ring? Or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities only at participating DQ locations. Happy, taste good.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Pierre Jefferson, it is the first round of AA Girls State Soccer at the PILC Soccer Complex. Our Central Dakota Eye Care keys to success from the governor's point of view there. They feel get started quickly because it's a Jefferson team. You got to be careful with a team like this because they can play pretty well defensively. They do remember, too, that their keeper, Nora Weaver, the sophomore, in the match here 10 days ago, made some pretty big saves, or this could have been a 6 or 7-1 Pierre win. So the Governors know, get started quickly today, like they did with Barry scoring in the first 15 minutes of the match here 10 days ago. And, of course, all the draws for Jefferson, as we say, they've had 4 of them. That will not happen today, of course. You must have a winner. And, by the way, just so you know, the rules are these in case it's tied at the end of 80 minutes of play. If that is the case, then there would be 2 full 10-minute overtime periods. There's no sudden death. If there's still not a decision at the end of 100 minutes, then it would go to penalty kicks. And I don't think either one of these teams would like it to come to that. Pierre and Jefferson, first round of the AA Girls Soccer Playoffs. Glad you're with us on the Bank West pregame. And we have more for you in 3 minutes on the official voice of Governor Soccer, River 92.7.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazek of Central Dakota Eye Care. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 and schedule an appointment. New patients are always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in the game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at capitalcityfordtoyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, Pierre, South Dakota.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Well, the temperature is comfortable at the PILC Soccer Complex, mid-70s, but as we say, it is the wind that's going to provide a little bit of a challenge. It's out of the southwest at 18, but some of the gusts, and we've had some gust here in the last few minutes, are a little bit higher than that. So for the team that goes at the end to our left, maybe some of the long balls might be a little bit of a challenge, at least in the air. It might play a little around with that as it is breezy. Other than that, a pleasant day, shirt sleeve weather. It isn't going to be that way for very long, apparently. Coin toss just in front of us, about to take place as it will be determined who will play at what end in the first half and who will start the game with the first kick. On our Bank West pregame show, it is playoff time for the winner. It's the quarterfinals on Saturday. The Pierre Governors and the Jefferson Cavaliers. Coming up, our Envirotech starting lineups and the law on the field. More on our Bank West pregame from the PILC Soccer Complex after another 3-minute timeout here on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
Join the family at Envirotech in Pierre. They're a community-based business, and they're seeking a route driver with or without a CDL certification and will train and help you with the investment of gaining your CDL. Earn a $7,500 sign-on bonus plus a $3,200 annual safety bonus. Wages start at $18 an hour or more depending on experience. Full benefits after 60 days. If you are energetic, self-directed, and are looking for a great long-term place to be, Envirotech is the place. Apply at wasteconnections.com. Equal opportunity employer.
Beck Motor Company is celebrating 54 years in business. Specials in every department. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 10% off all Pro Shop items. Caps, coolers, cups, blankets, car storage containers, and more. $15 off a light detail. And with all vehicle purchases, take home a special anniversary gift. See us at beck-motors.com. Call 224-5912. Thank you for your business and friendship.
We're making a great deal better.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. Their skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, and personal injury. They're able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm in Pierre since 1881.
You can now book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport to Minneapolis on Denver Air Connection. Schedule your flights at denverairconnection.com for 1-hour flights to Denver and Minneapolis on 50 passenger jets. From there, you can connect anywhere. Avoid the crowds, enjoy no driving, and free parking when you fly from Pierre. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Pierre Regional Airport, skip the drive.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. And grab some Caribou coffee while you shop. Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
All right, so let's get this going. At least it will be shortly. Pierre and Jefferson, the AA girls soccer first round here at the PILC Soccer Complex. We've heard from our friends at Envirotech. They bring you the starting lineups first for the Jefferson Cavaliers. And again, we told you their sophomore keeper, Nora Weaver, really played well in the match here on the 23rd of September. Junior forward Ava Brown starts for the Cavaliers, along with senior midfielder Ava Silvernail. Junior midfielder Taryn Hieronymus. The senior midfielder Mackenzie Nelson, who put Jefferson on the board late in that match last month. Senior forward Sydney Christofferson, along with senior defender Chloe Hansen, senior defender Sophie Ernster, and freshman midfielder and forward Ella Brown, along with midfielder Brinley Altenberg, a freshman, and the freshman defender Taylor Silvernail for head coach Taylor Bachachik in her third season. This is, of course, the third season for this program. 3, 5, and 4 this year, 10, 19, and 10. Laura Steen is Taylor's assistant. For the Pierre Governors, they have Emlyn Swanson, the 8th grader in goal. She's the keeper. Brianna Sargent, the senior forward, and Sargent had scored 5 goals in 3 games before last Thursday. Jasmine Yost, the sophomore, with a couple more against Huron. She's up to 5 this season. Allison Hutchinson, the junior defender, along with, as we mentioned, Gracelyn Taylor. After quite a while out with an injury, she's back in the Governor lineup today, the junior midfielder with 6 goals this season. Ryan Berry, the senior midfielder, leads the Governors in goals with 14. Grace Engbrecht, the junior defender. Natalie Flottmeyer with 6 goals, the sophomore midfielder. A couple of 8th graders, Caitlin Taylor and Lexi Hilmer, both with 1 goal each. And the junior defender, Ireland Templeton, for head coach Kira Swenson. In her third season as Governor's head coach with a record of 26-13-3, Katie Berg and Alexa Deacunto are her assistants. And those are the Envirotech starting lineups. The Law on the Field is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. And we'll hear from those folks and come back to the PILC Soccer Complex in 30 seconds here on River 92.7.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Our thanks to the officials working this afternoon's game, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. To update you on the Governor boys, they're still trailing here Lincoln in Sioux Falls, very late in that match at Lincoln High School in Sioux Falls. 5-0 Lincoln, so a rough end to the season for the Governors, as Lincoln, it appears the Patriots will stay unbeaten at 11-0-2 and move on to the quarterfinal round on Saturday. And that is the goal for these teams. The Jefferson lineup has been introduced. The Governors about to be Jefferson wearing their home white uniforms with green numerals and letters. Jefferson in block print letters above the number on the back and the number on the front. Their keeper, Nora Weaver, wearing gold with green numerals. Governors being introduced right now, and they wear their home emerald green uniforms with white numerals, the familiar Pierre Schools logo, that P below the left shoulder, and white trim on the sides of the emerald green shorts. Remember, you can watch it at the River 92.7 page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Pierre will attack from left to right as you watch in this first half. And that is our Bank West pregame. About ready to get it going as the Pierre Governors and Jefferson Cavaliers meet in the first round of the AA girls soccer playoffs. We'll take a 3-minute break before our Comtech opening kick and then pause for station identification. So we'll return and get this going in 3 minutes and 10 seconds here on River 92.7.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
You can now book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport to Minneapolis on Denver Air Connection. Schedule your flights at denverairconnection.com for 1-hour flights to Denver and Minneapolis on 50-passenger jets. From there, you can connect anywhere. Avoid the crowds, enjoy no driving, and free parking when you fly from Pierre. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Pierre Regional Airport, skip the drive.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press.
Our contact opening kick coming up. We hope you enjoy the action from the PILC Soccer Complex. Pierre Governors and the Jefferson Cavaliers. Of course, Pierre with good history, a couple of state championships back-to-back in 17 and 18. They're 10-7 overall in playoff matches. After that, come from behind win in the first round last year here over Mitchell. Then they lost to the eventual champion Harrisburg 4-1. Of course, the wins in 2017 over Roosevelt 5-0, and then who can forget the 2018 match in the snowstorm at O'Hara Field in Rapid City when Katie Williams scored twice in the 2-0 win over Mitchell. Jefferson made the playoffs in their first year of the program 2 years ago, lost 1-0 to Lincoln. Then, last year in the first round, beat Spearfish 6-2 before losing to Aberdeen Central 5-1. So the Cavaliers are 1-2 in playoff matches. So the Comtech opening kick, it will be the Jefferson Cavaliers to boot the ball first, and we hope you enjoy it. As Pierre and Jefferson play in the first round. Sun behind some clouds at the moment, but the wind still pretty consistently around 20 miles an hour out of the southwest. So, really blowing out of the south right now as we see the American flag across the way right in front of the PILC gym. It will be Pierre, actually, to kick off, and it'll be Natalie Flottmeyer to do so. So, as soon as the signal's given, here we go, and a spot in the quarterfinals on the line, and Ryan Barry trying to boot it against that wind, sends it ahead, and trying to regain it with a run on the left side, but Cross can't quite make it. But again, we told you that the key for Pierre was to make a good start. It did go off a Jefferson player, so the Governors very quickly, only 25 seconds into this match, will have their first corner. The first goal against Jefferson on September 23rd came off of free kicks. And here's in front, set in! Came to the right post and tapped in by Graceland Taylor. Back into the lineup, and Taylor in the very first minute off a very well sent corner kick from the left side. Graceland Taylor is back, and it is 1-0 Pierre very early, only 38 seconds into the match. Well, Pierre again scores off a set piece and puts Jefferson on the defensive. A team that likes low-scoring matches. Well, they would rather not this have started this way. The Governors like what they've done so far. Graceland Taylor back in and scores, and Pierre has the lead early on. Jefferson trying to counter. Altenberg sent it ahead, but the interception here by the 8th grader Caitlin Taylor for Pierre. Again, watch it at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Little volley by Silvernail. Pierre trying to head it out of trouble before it gets to the D, and Caitlin Taylor sent it ahead, but Mackenzie Nelson, who scored here last month, volleys it before Jefferson again sends it back in. A little header by Taylor Silvernail as Jefferson tries to control, but they're down a goal 38 seconds in on the little flick by Graceland Taylor, the right post off the corner. Barry's able to take it away, and Ryan couldn't get everything on it, and Hieronymus in her way at midfield. Altenberg kept it in play for her teammate Sydney Christofferson, and sent ahead and downfield by the Jefferson Cavaliers. Just over 2 minutes into the match at the PILC Soccer Complex. It will be a throw-in here for Sophie Ernster of Jefferson, pretty deep in Pierre's offensive end to our left. The throw-in came to Sydney Christofferson. Went off the hip of Jasmine Yost and near midfield. Taryn Hieronymus trying to control, bothered there by Barry. Trying to send it back down is Jefferson, but in the way of that one is Natalie Flottmeyer for Pierre. The 3rd minute comes at Rhea Sargent on the right wing at midfield for the Governors to Ryan Barry. Barry's pass into the way of that was Altenberg, and now for Sophie Ernster ahead. Through ball is too far for Sydney Christofferson. Pierre with Caitlin Taylor, but the opposite number 11 Christofferson is in her way. Centered it, but no one there for the Cavs, and Lexi Hilmer for Pierre. Passes ahead. Play to gain some space back in her own end to Grace Engbrecht for the Governors. On the left flank, Pierre advances as far as midfield. Booted out by Jefferson. Trying to make a run down the right flank back in Pierre's offensive end to our left from south to north. as they try to center, and back there in the way of that is Allison Hutchinson. Let's take a quick Coca-Cola timeout. In the 4th minute, there is a 1-0 Pierre lead over Jefferson, and we're back in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal
An appear in her way, and the Governors send it to midfield on the left flank. 1-0 Pierre on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Gracelyn Taylor with boot in on the right post, basically off a good corner kick from the left side. Only 38 seconds into the match, gave Pierre the lead as they look to the win in the first round for the second year in a row. They had to come back last year from 2-0 down to win that match with Mitchell. They'll try to keep the lead today, but here comes Sydney Christofferson for Jefferson. Sent it to the top of the D, but cleared right back out of there by Caitlin Taylor, and it's to Flottmeyer at midfield. Little volley sent ahead. Jefferson plays it right back into Pierre's end, but Grace Engbrecht is there for the Governors. We're in the 6th minute now. 1-0 Pierre in front. 8-4-1 are the Governors. 3-5-4 are the Jefferson Cavaliers. For the winner, it is on to the quarterfinals on Saturday against the winner of the match to be played in Mitchell starting a little later between the top-seeded Colonels and the 16th seed Brookings Bobcats. What a regular season for Mitchell, 13-1. One of two teams to go 13-1. Harrisburg was the other. Play is at midfield. Lexi Hilmer trying to start a run down the left flank for Pierre. Tipped away from her by Ella Brown. Now it is into Pierre's end as Barry tries to control through ball on the right side for Sargent outside the box. Ernster trying to catch up with her. Sargent trying for a cross but just ran out of room, and Jefferson will have a goal kick. We'll take another Coca-Cola timeout in the 6th minute. 1-0 Pierre in front, and we return in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit.
And Barry off across from the left side, a diving save by the Jefferson keeper Nora Weaver. Barry had a chance to make it 2-0. It will end up in a Pierre corner. That'll be their second. Barry will take this one. Of course, it was a very well-placed corner by Barry that led to the Pierre goal in the first minute. Gracelyn Taylor scored it in her return to action. Now from the left corner at the end of the right. Barry near the left post, tapped by Hilmer, but went off a Jefferson Cavaliers, so Pierre's right back-to-back having another corner here, their third already. Well, a 1-goal lead is good from Pierre's point of view. They'd love to make it 2. The swing goes toward the right post, headed but came right to Nora Weaver. Weaver right there to pick it up. Pierre with another good opportunity, but for the moment, it's still a 1-0 lead. The diving save that Weaver had to make a moment ago on Barry. She made a couple of those on Barry here on September 23rd. Barry very easily could have had 3 goals that day. At midfield, starting again for the Governors, Flottmeyer, but tapped away from her. Substitution will be made here as Faith Christensen will come in for the Jefferson Cavaliers. As play enters the 9th minute, 1-0 Pierre in front on this windy day in Southeast Pierre at the PILC Soccer Complex. Reminder, we'll have a very brief one, but it will be a Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-match show, and we'll name our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game and tell you about our Hermanson Endodontics big play of the game, too. Sent ahead by Jefferson off of the restart after the substitution was made. But back there is Hutchinson. She can only send it out of play, though. And deep in Pierre's end on the right side, it'll be a throw-in for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Down 1-0 to Pierre in the 9th minute on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Near the box on the right side, Jefferson trying to control again. The Governors are back defensively, and Natalie Flottmeyer starts a run, but knocked away from her, and a good play by Taryn Hieronymus. And Jefferson had it briefly. Now, Pierre tries again, but again, Jefferson able to maneuver the ball away. That play made by Eva Silvernail. Pierre regains, cross on the right side for Barry, but a little too far for her, and Sophie Ernster is able to just volley it into Pierre's end, and the Governors in their own end will have a throw-in from Caitlin Taylor. Off the head of Hilmer, then off the head of Ava Brown of Jefferson, too. Mackenzie Nelson trying to start a run down the left side for Jefferson. Nelson with Ireland Templeton following her. The cross at the left post is knocked down by Swanson. But it was a very good volley, and Swanson had to knock it out of play, and that will give Jefferson a chance for their first corner at the end to our left. It'll be Mackenzie Nelson to start it off this set piece from the left corner. Devin Van Rokel will come in for the Governors at the next opportunity. But Jefferson has the set piece here, trying to even it up as this match has entered the 11th minute. The left footer sends it near the right post. Swanson got a hand on it. It's loose in the box. Jefferson trying to recover. Volleyed out by Pierre, came to Flottmeyer, trying to catch up is Barry. Works her way around Altenberg, and Pierre with a little space now. Pierre defending well off that set piece. Christensen set in. Jefferson coaches, and they are correct, saying that it was a really good corner by Mackenzie Nelson. Swanson had to make a very quick play to knock that ball down. Swanson for Pierre near midfield to Barry with Ernster around her, but Barry just works her way around to Sargent on the right flank, and able to knock it out is Jefferson. Pierre will have a throw in as Jefferson makes a substitution with Madison Ingles, a sophomore forward. We told you about Devin Van Rokel, who had a good end to her regular season. Van Rokel comes in for Gracelyn Taylor. Gracelyn wearing a big support, big brace on that right knee that has kept her out for so long, but has contributed already in her return with a lone goal of the match so far. Header off the throw in. Barry trying to control it with a volley. Now dribbles and leaves it back for Taylor, but Jefferson intercepts and volleyed by Silvernail to midfield. Trying to catch up is Sydney Christofferson, and she starts a run down the right side with some support. The cross intended for Nelson as Caitlin Taylor put it out of there. But Jefferson trying to set up again here as we enter the 13th minute. 1-0 for Pierre over Jefferson on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. This is the first round of the AA soccer playoffs. The winner will play again Saturday in the quarterfinal round. 16 teams, of course. 16 of the 19 make it from AA. Throw in here by Faith Christensen of Jefferson on the right wing, and Pierre's offensive end about midway deep. And trying to send it back to Christensen, but it went into touch. Pierre has a throw in, and they quickly restart, but Jefferson's back defensively and volleys it again to midfield before Altenberg took over for the Cavaliers. Through ball through a couple of feet, but they were going for Nelson. Pierre sent it almost to midfield, but turning around is Altenberg, but Sargent in her way for Pierre. Then off Altenberg, and Pierre will have a throw in. As we're about to enter the 14th minute, Barry for Sargent at midfield. Remember, Governor Volleyball right after we get done here at Huron against the Tigers on River 92.7. Brian at the historic and nifty old Huron Arena, as the Governors will try to break their two-game losing streak in volleyball. That's right after we're done here. Pass back for Allison Hutchinson for the Governors. On the left wing to Grace Engbrecht in midfield. Near the center circle, Silvernail trying to send it ahead, but it's Jasmine Yost instead for Pierre. Her pass not able to make it all the way to Sargent, but Caitlin Taylor is there to help out for the Governors. The 8th grader with a run down the right wing, trying to come back to the center of the field. Left it for the fellow 8th grader, Hilmer. She's inside the D, fires, and scores! Lexi Hilmer just inside the D, set up by Caitlin Taylor. The lead is 2 for Pierre in the 14th minute. Didn't look like there was a great deal of room for Hilmer, but she was able to work her way through, and the advantage grows to 2 for Pierre. 2-0. It's been Gracelyn Taylor and Lexi Hilmer scoring for the Governors, and a big advantage in this first half. Meanwhile, the Governor boys, they're just about to be done in Sioux Falls, and the Lincoln Patriots have been in control of this match most of the way. They lead the Governor boys 6-0. They move that match time up because of the possibility of not so good weather in the Sioux Falls Metro later this afternoon. But Pierre looking good here. Now their lead is 2 over Sioux Falls Jefferson in the first round of the AA girls playoffs. Pass for Barry, but Ernster in her way. Ernster is just shadowing Barry every chance she can. Pass came to Hilmer, who scored a pretty neat goal a moment ago with that right foot volley. And again, didn't have a whole lot of room, but once she got past the D, she did, and just fired it from about 3 feet inside the box. Throw in here for Jefferson off the restart, and the Cavaliers, they need one back in fairly short order now. Mackenzie Nelson trying to work her way through 2 defenders. Good run for Mackenzie. Past them all. Swanson has to be ready, but Nelson just ran out of room, but it went off a Governor. So a second corner of this match for Jefferson from the right corner as LeMay the junior will come in for the Cavaliers. Remember, you can watch this match at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Well, they won't let her in yet. But the corner will be made here from the right corner. 2-0 Pierre, but Jefferson trying to get one back. Clock is stopped for the moment. Now we're ready to go again, and it went over Swanson and in! Right from the corner! Well, Mackenzie Nelson, who scored in the match here on the 23rd of September, scores again. This one's in the 16th minute, and on the first shot for Jefferson, they've scored and cut the Pierre lead to 2-1. Well, that one a little bit out of the reach of Emlyn Swanson, and really nicely put in by Nelson. A good left footer. It's not all that often that a goal comes directly off the corner, but Nelson did it there. So Pierre's lead now a goal. Allison Hutchinson at midfield for the Governors. For Grace Engbrecht on the left flank. In the 16th minute, we have a 1-goal match again. Engbrecht trying to send it in front, a little too far for Flottmeyer. It is sent out by Jefferson. So Pierre will have the throw in Jefferson's offensive end. Engbrecht sent it ahead, but goes over the goal line for a Jefferson goal kick. Let's take a Coca-Cola timeout. 17th minute. It's now Pierre 2, Jefferson 1, and we return in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Ryan Berry, not a bad angle on the right side of the box, but hit the side netting, so it's a goal kick for Jefferson, and they restart here in the 18th minute. 2-1 Pierre, and a foul is called here as Jasmine Yost sent a Jefferson player to the ground. So near midfield, a little bit in their own defensive end. Jefferson will have a free kick. Mackenzie Nelson directly off the corner scored in the 16th minute to cut Pierre's lead to 2-1. Pierre has goals from Graceland Taylor and Lexi Hilmer. Sent ahead, a header by Templeton to try to keep it away from Nelson, and way out near the top of the box is the Pierre keeper, Emlyn Swanson, to take it. Another dangerous chance there for Nelson. As Jefferson putting on a little bit more of offensive pressure here. Jefferson did beat Huron 7-0. They beat Brandon Valley 3-1 to end their regular season, but they had a 2-2 draw with O'Gorman. There's no shame in that, as good as that night team is, but that's the only match besides those first two we mentioned where the Cavaliers have scored at least twice. So, again, they've held opponents close. They try to pin them down defensively. Ava Brown comes back in for Jefferson, and Graceland Taylor is back into the Pierre lineup as play continues in the 19th minute of the PILC soccer complex. It is a 2-1 Pierre lead on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in what's been a most interesting match so far. Boys, Governors still trailing Lincoln 6-0 as it's late in that match in Sioux Falls. Out of play, Pierre will restart with a throw-in. Still in their own end, and Jefferson again the last 3-4 minutes since they scored on Nelson's corner kick goal. Put on some defensive pressure, and now Jefferson's going to have a chance for a throw-in here on the right flank. Tapped by Yost. Ingles trying to stay with it. Pierre sends it right back out, so a little bit deeper. That gained them about 7-8 yards on this throw-in on the right flank for Jefferson. It is to Nelson, and the Governors in her way at least briefly before it is sent ahead on a long volley that goes wide for a Pierre goal kick. Let's take a Coca-Cola timeout. We're about midway through this first half. 2-1 Pierre leads Jefferson of the PILC Soccer Complex back in 30 on River 92.7.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Is back in her own end, and hey, good pressure here by Jefferson. And really, even before Nelson had scored, they had the pressure going. Sent here for Malian a little wide and off her foot, and Pierre will have a throw in from their own end. Pierre's on top 2-1. We're in the 21st minute, just over halfway through this first half. David Burrow with you. Colby Carey, our studio coordinator. Brian Menning taking care of the video. Remember, watch it at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bow Lumber. Thanks, as always, to our good friends at Live Ticket. Engbrecht in her own end again for Pierre. Heads it to midfield, but turning around is Maddie Ingles. Sent it ahead near the D. Pierre volleyed it back out. Ireland Templeton's there again and sends it to midfield for Graceland Taylor, and Pierre will try to start a rush. They haven't had one in about 5 or 6 minutes, but Taylor's down the left flank now. Sent it a little too wide for Barry. Sargent will try to take it in on the right flank and does. Bria sends it to Barry outside the box on the right side. Ryan with that left footer right along the ground. Got something on it, but able to make the save is Nora Weaver in goal. And that's her second save on Pierre's fourth shot. And Nora Weaver says, hey, get get out to midfield there, Ella Mealy, because wants to make sure that this distribution goes far enough. She sent it to the right side where Yost intercepted for Pierre. Back to, however, for Nelson at midfield for Jefferson, but the through ball's way too far for everyone. And able to tap it back is Caitlin Taylor to the keeper, Swanson, who distributed it with the foot. Jefferson trying to intercept. Back is Sargent for Pierre. Left it again for Caitlin Taylor, but here comes with good speed Taryn Hieronymus on the left side for Nelson, about 40 yards from goal. For Mealy, who sent it back in. Off the head of Hieronymus, trying to center it. Deep is Nelson, but not able to control it. And right there to pick it up is Emlyn Swanson, the Pierre keeper, but not after that ball actually went across the goal line off of Pierre. So here comes a third corner for Jefferson, and the Cavaliers scored off their second, That came from the right side by Nelson. This one, as the first one was, from the left side, as Jefferson bring Sophie Ernster and Brittany Altenberg back in. By the way, it is now 8-0 for Lincoln over the Governor boys as that match is in its last minutes at Lincoln High School in Sioux Falls. So the Governor boys will end their season at 3-8-3. All right, the corner for Jefferson. It is an in-swing win over Swanson and then tap just wide. Altenberg was down there and got a foot on that, but a little bit wide, and Pierre will end up with a goal kick. Another pretty close call. Jefferson, that counts as their second shot. Of course, the first one went in. Engbrecht trying to send it up the left flank. Went off a Jefferson player and into touch, so a throw in for Pierre. Off the restart, Ava Brown sent it ahead. For a moment, Engbrecht is with it again for the Governors, though. They're in green if you're watching, and Jefferson's Cavaliers in white with the green numerals and letters. Battle in Pierre's offensive end. That went off the Governors for a Jefferson throw-in. 25th minute. This one means everything. This one means the quarterfinal round of the playoffs on Saturday. And a through ball went off a Governor and across the goal line. So here comes corner number 4 for Jefferson. And it'll be Nelson to take it. Remember, she scored directly from this corner a little while ago to make this a one-goal match. And she sends it middle of the D, but this time Yost got a header on it for Pierre. Back there is Silvernail and sent back in by Ernster. Trying to find Nelson, trying to catch up with it was McKenzie. She couldn't quite do it. Let's take a quick Coca-Cola timeout. We are about to go into the 26th minute with Pierre leading Jefferson 2-1 at the PILC Soccer Complex back in 30 on River 92.7.
Want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Left side, but couldn't get a whole lot of control on it. And it came to the keeper, Nora Weaver, who punts it to distribute it to midfield here. 2-1 Pierre leading Jefferson. Gracelyn Taylor and Lexi Hilmer the goals for Pierre. Mackenzie Nelson with a goal directly from the corner by Jefferson to make it a one-goal match. Taylor's goal came only 38 seconds in, and then Hilmer scored on the 14th minute, and then a couple of minutes later, it was Nelson bringing one back for Jefferson. Here is at midfield. Sent ahead from Hilmer to Flottmeyer, but knocking away from her is Taylor Silvernail, but lost control. Tabria Sargent for Pierre. For Barry, but Ernster in her way, as she's been a lot today. Yost now trying to control for the Governors in their own defensive end barely. Allison Hutchinson on the left side. Now for Engbrecht trying to start a run down the left flank, but Jefferson intercepted it. except they rule it did go into touch. Pierre makes a couple of substitutions. Chloe Wendell-Schaefer, who's gotten a chance to play in varsity, especially after Taylor was hurt. The freshman is in, and Josephine Wirtz, the 8th grader, also in for Pierre. In the 28th minute, 2-1 Pierre in front. We're glad to have you with us. Stay right here for Governor Volleyball at Huron right after we get done on River 92.7. Nelson, dangerous again, trying to regain it after it went off a Governor, sent near the box. Here comes Altenberg, trying to send it in front, and basically tripped over the ball. Good effort, but Allison Hutchinson is there to snap it back away for the Governor. She makes a run to Yost near midfield, and Jasmine now play a stop because Altenberg took a little time to get up. It was a very awkward fall. We'll take a Coca-Cola timeout while she comes off. 28th minute, 2-1 Pierre leading Jefferson on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
They'll have to look at her. That fall was a little awkward. She tried to get ahead of steam going and basically fell over the ball and got up slowly, and play was stopped because of that. Now it's restarted. It's in midfield. Wendell-Schaefer sending it for Ryan Berry for Pierre. Her through ball a little too far ahead, and it is Chloe Hansen to send it up ahead for Jefferson. Engbrecht is back to play it for the Governors. 29th minute, 2-1, Pierre in front. Graceland Taylor and Lexi Hilmer scoring for Pierre. Mackenzie Nelson off a corner for Jefferson. And a good match here at the PILC Soccer Complex on what's now a cloudy late afternoon, as the sun has gone behind clouds and the wind has died down. It's still there, but not what it was when this match started, and especially in pre-match. Pierre with a throw in deep in their own end. Headed by Taylor, but right back into touch, and this will give Jefferson a chance with Faith Christensen to throw it in. Down 2-1 is Jefferson to Pierre. Sydney Christofferson maneuvering. Pierre sends it up the left flank and into touch, so another throw in for Jefferson. Comes ahead for Ava Brown, but back is Wirtz, and now Engbrecht to help out for Pierre, although this one now goes off a Jefferson player and into touch. Pierre with a quick restart on the throw-in. Jefferson right back ahead, but the Governors are back defensively with Ireland Templeton. And to midfield, Christensen did not play it, but let it go because that will give Jefferson a throw-in. Just about a half hour in, 2-1 Pierre in front. It is over, by the way, in Sioux Falls. And the Lincoln Patriots have ended the Governor boys soccer season with an 8-0 win today. Pierre ends in boys soccer at 3-8-3. And Lincoln, the top seed in boys play, now 11-0-2. They'll host another match on Saturday in the quarterfinals. Ernster sent it for Taylor Silvernail for Jefferson in their own end. Found Ella Brown with Wendell-Schaefer trying to bother her. Now Barry able to keep it away from Ernster. These two are going to see each other in their sleep. I mean, Ernster's been all over Barry every time she's had the ball. Yost at midfield going for Wirtz, but in the way of that is Sydney Christofferson for Jefferson with control briefly. Now Christofferson trying to run back on it, but it's Pierre who controls again for the moment at midfield with Yost in the 31st minute. Jasmine. And that pass too far for Engbrecht, and in the touch, a throw-in comes up for Jefferson. And Brinley Altenberg, after a little bit of treatment, okay again, and comes back in for Jefferson as Ava Brown will step out. Just a little over 9 minutes to go in the first half. Pierre 2, Jefferson 1 at the PILC Soccer Complex in the capital city. Off of Jefferson, and Pierre will have a throw-in now. Again, the quick restart. Taylor with that throw-in, trying to find Flottmeyer on the left flank. And Natalie now is able to control after a pass by Jefferson didn't go far enough from their point of view. Wirtz for Yost. Sent it near the top of the D, but is Taylor Silvernail to play it back to the keeper, Nora Weaver, who sent it to midfield quickly, tried to find Nelson. Templeton here to keep it away from her, but Altenberg controls back ahead for Nelson, left side of the box. Her cross is just over. Well, Mackenzie Nelson had another opportunity there, but sent it just over the bar. Third shot for Jefferson. Pierre has 4. 32nd minute, Pierre leading 2-1, and I must say a little bit more of a wide open. I mean, and this is what Pierre wanted, a little bit more of a wide open match than I thought this would be, but you never know. Jefferson got one back after the early goals by Graceland Taylor and Lexi Hilmer. Jefferson intercepts. Here's Nelson again. Boy, she is dangerous at the top of the D. Works through a couple of defenders. Left foot volley is knocked away by Emlyn Swanson. But it'll be a corner, or she's able to keep it in play, I should say. It is a good save by Swanson. Now sent back in front by Ernster. But Swanson is able to control. Boy, Nelson had a good chance to even this match up at midfield. Barry couldn't control. There to bother her, Taryn Hieronymus. Through a couple of defenders. Back is Yost to regain it for the Governors. Sent ahead. Ernster couldn't get a foot on it. Flottmeyer tries to control for Pierre at midfield. Back for Josephine Wirtz, the 8th grader. And sent back now with a little bit of space for Allison Hutchinson. We're in the 34th minute. 2-1 Pierre in front on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. This kick there by Wendell Schaefer. Sent ahead by Hieronymus for Jefferson. And it's Nelson again with that strong left foot. Trying for some space. Being defended well by Ireland Templeton. And it's Ireland trying to work her way around Altenberg. And it is sent ahead by the Governors. Knocked out by Jefferson. Here comes a Pierre throw in as Bria Sargent's back in and Lexi Hilmer back in for the Governors too. Wendell Schaefer comes out of the lineup. Last half of the 34th minute of the PILC Soccer Complex, a 2-1 Pierre lead. Pretty entertaining match to this point. Ireland Templeton for the Governors, who being bothered by Nelson, but she's able to find Hutchinson, who sends it to midfield, knocked down by Taylor Silvermail for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Yost is able to volley it to midfield. Chloe Hansen up ahead, getting turned around, couldn't get control as Christofferson, and then Yost is pushed down by Ava Silvernail. And Pierre will have a free kick in the 35th minute. In the center circle, about 7 yards in Pierre's defensive end, Ireland Templeton will start it off. Sends it near the D. Taylor trying to catch up left side of the box. Back there is Hansen to keep it away from her. Stays in play. Pierre on the left side with another cross going for Barry. Her little chip is handled by the keeper, Nora Weaver. Pierre's 5th shot. That's Weaver's 3rd save. And her punt distribution is to the center circle. Comes in a big bounce and headed by Pierre. Jefferson headed back ahead, but Engbrecht sent it to midfield. Barry goes for it and tries to keep it away from Hieronymus. Hieronymus tapped it away from Ryan. And now it is Ernster sent it ahead. Look out. Here comes Nelson. Mackenzie left side of the box. A little bit of an angle with a volley toward the right side. Sent it wide. And Nelson has been all over it again. The shot goes just wide. Pierre has the goal kick in the 36th minute. Swanson almost deflected that, but saw when it went wide that she didn't touch it. It saves the goal kick. Short one to Templeton as Pierre tries to work it down the the right flank in their own end. They're attacking from left to right. Boy, Jefferson has done the job after they went down 2-0. They started going on the attack, and they put their way back into this match. It's 2-1 now. Silvernail trying for a through ball down the right side. Pierre knocked it out. Jefferson's going to have a throw in right flank deep in Pierre's offensive end, the 37th minute of play now. 2-1, Pierre leading Jefferson. Christofferson with the throw in. Sent back to midfield. Trying to find Nelson in center, but a Pierre player in the way, but a foul is called here on the Governors. Setting up a Jefferson free kick, and this won't be too far outside the D. Yeah, they're going to say this push came. This is only about 3 or 4 yards outside the D for the Jefferson free kick. As they look to even this match up off this set piece. The little chip just over the top by Nelson. Deflected off the top side of the bar on the right side, and Pierre with Swanson restarting quickly for Ingbrecht. Now in the 38th minute, just under 3 minutes left first half, 2-1 Pierre in front in this first round playoff match at the PILC Soccer Complex. Again, the winner of this match gets the winner of the Mitchell-Brookings match on Saturday in the quarterfinal. Played to midfield, Jefferson sent it back ahead. Now a long volley for Yost, but too far for her teammates, and it came right at the edge of the box to the Jefferson keeper, Nora Weaver, and she'll distribute with the punt. Chested down by Bria Sargent, but there is Hieronymus for Jefferson. Pierre hemmed in quite a while now, for the most part, in their own end. Trying to change that is Ree Curry, who came into the match a bit ago, but lost control. And then missed kick by Yost into touch, and Jefferson left side and Pierre's end will have a throw in with Sophie Ernster sending it back for Taryn Hieronymus. Creates some space, sends back out to midfield. Chloe Henson put it around Barry, sent it for Ernster. 90 seconds left in what's been a good first half. 2-1 Pierre. Brinley Altenberg on the left side. Trying to stay with her is Caitlin Taylor. And then it is sent by Templeton off of Altenberg, and Pierre will have a goal kick. Now a minute 10 to go in this first half. Pierre holding on to a 2-1 lead, and I mean holding on because Jefferson really for the last half hour of this match has put on good pressure, and they send it toward goal again, a long volley that Swanson is able to handle it. Now under a minute left in this first half. We're in the 40th minute. Ball at midfield deflected by Curry. Came to Ryan Berry, now to Bria Sargent for Pierre. In some traffic. That one too far for Berry. Pierre at midfield tries to start again from Yost to Ryan Berry. In her way is Chloe Hansen to midfield. Sent ahead, but again, Jefferson cleared it out. Down to 25 seconds left in the half. Volley by Christofferson down the right side, but only Governors are back. And Swanson will handle it in the last 15 seconds of this first half. Distribution with the punt down the left flank. Christensen sent it into touch. 7 seconds as there'll be a quick restart for Pierre. They don't have much time here. 2 seconds and 1. And the first half runs out. 2 early goals for the Pierre Governors from Gracelyn Taylor and Lexi Hilmer, but off a corner, Mackenzie Nelson made this a 1-goal match, and Jefferson has put on the pressure ever since. We are at the half, and on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard at the PILC Soccer Complex, first round of the AA Girls Soccer Playoffs, the Pierre Governors have a 2-1 lead over the Jefferson Cavaliers. The Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report is next. We'll have that in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governors Soccer, River 92.7.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkak with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Bears do have the 2-1 lead on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard over the Jefferson Cavaliers, but plenty of pressure by Jefferson as for about the last, really, 25 minutes of play of that half. The Governors were hemmed in their own end a lot. I'm David Burrow. Our studio coordinator is Colby Carey, and Brian Menning takes care of the video. Remember, watch this match at the River 92.7 page, at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. It was off a Ryan Berry corner that Gracelyn Taylor, in her return to play, missed several games with that right knee injury, but really good flick from the corner kick by Berry. Taylor put it in at the right post only 38 seconds into the match. Pierre at a 1-0 lead, and then Lexi Hilmer, with a very good individual effort, worked her way through traffic right down the middle, just inside the D, fired a volley in the 14th minute, and the Governors were up 2-0. But that's when Jefferson really started the offensive attack, and it paid off for them just a couple of minutes after Hilmer's goal. Mackenzie Nelson, directly off a corner kick from the right corner, really bended it in. Not often that a goal is scored directly off a corner, but Nelson did put it in, and that made it a 2-1 Pierre lead. And there were a couple good chances for Jefferson following that. Berry had one good shot that was saved by Nora Weaver, the Jefferson keeper. The shots on net in the first half, Jefferson had 6, Pierre had 5. Weaver had 3 saves in Jefferson's goal. Emlyn Swanson had 1 in the Pierre net. 4 corners for Jefferson and 3 for Pierre. So still at least 40 more minutes to go to decide who will make the quarterfinals on Saturday to take on either Mitchell or Brookings. Lincoln over the Governor boys today in Sioux Falls 8-0. Again, they moved the start of that match up to try to avoid expected rough weather in the Sioux Falls Metro. And it was all Lincoln as the top-seeded boys ended the Governor's season at 3-8-3. Pierre ends their season with Lincoln on to the quarterfinals with a record of 11-0-2. Reminder to stay with us here on River 92.7 right after we get done. It is Governor Volleyball in Huron against the Tigers. Brian Oakland there as the Governors try to stop their two-match losing streak again. Right after we get finished here, it'll be the Governors in Huron in volleyball. And we'll update you on what the Minnesota Twins are doing. Maybe the longest postseason losing streak in baseball history could end today. Well, so far, the Twins are going well against the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 1 of the American League Wildcard Series at Target Field. They're up 3-1 on the Jays at the end of 7 innings. And remember that game is on 1060 103.1 KGFX, as will be Game 2 of that series at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. That's our Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial Halftime Report here at the PILC Soccer Complex. First round of AA Girls State Soccer. Pierre with a 2-1 halftime lead over Jefferson, and back with the second half in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governors Soccer, River 92.7.
If you ranch or farm, you've all lost them at one time or another. I'm talking about rake teeth. Your John Deere dealer, Grossenberg Implement, knows how important they are this time of year as you're raking those corn stalks together to bale or getting ready for next year's hay crop. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering an 8% discount on all rake teeth. Fix those worn-out teeth on your hay rake now and save only at Grossenberg Implement locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box.
Tech opening kick to start this second half coming up shortly, and the Pierre Governors holding on to a 2-1 lead over the Jefferson Cavaliers. First round of the AA Girls Soccer Playoffs at the PILC Soccer Complex. David Burrow with you. Jefferson will get this second half going with a Comtech opening kick. It'll be Sydney Christofferson to start it off in the center spot. Jefferson, if you're watching us, remember you can do so at the River 92.7 page of the DRJ News app and at drgnews.com in white with green numerals and letters. Pierre in the emerald green with white numerals. Jefferson from left to right as they try to attack here at the start of this second half with Sydney Christopherson. Chipped it ahead, but Swanson's able to stop it. There's shot number 7 for Jefferson, the second save for Swanson. A long volley, but Emlyn, the 8th grader, had to stay with it. What experience she's gained in the Pierre net this season. Jefferson, ever since they went down 2-0, really went on the attack. And Hieronymus is able to take it away on a 50-50 ball there. Send it back at midfield for Ava Silvernail. Trying to make a run is Gracelyn Taylor, and she forced a pass by Chloe Hansen into touch, and the Governors are going to gain a throw-in in the offensive end. Came from Taylor to Barry, but her pass is taken in by Sophie Ernster of Jefferson down the right flank, trying to keep it in play. Not quite doing so is Sydney Christopherson right in front of us. Good try by Sydney, but Grace Ainbrecht is back with the Pierre throw-in. For Taylor, being hounded here again by a pretty good defender, Ernster. Now Hansen sent it back up ahead for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Allison Hutchinson for Pierre. For Alexi Hilmer, who has scored today. Now taken away, and Ella Brown starts a run down the right flank for Jefferson. Jasmine Yost is in her way, and then Brown pushed her down. And Pierre will have a free kick in their own end in the 42nd minute. Again, we go right to Huron after we get done for Governor Volleyball against the Huron Tigers here on River 92.7. Free kick to midfield. Ooh, and down went Ernster in a little bit of a collision, but Sophie's right back up. Hieronymus sent it ahead, a through ball that's a little too far for Christopherson, still trying to catch up, and having to tap it away from her was Grace Ainbrecht and out of play, so it is a throw-in for Jefferson. The quick restart came to Hieronymus on the right flank, and that pass eluded Brown and out of play, and Pierre will have a throw-in deep in their defensive end, fairly deep anyway. The throw in came to Taylor, trying to control Hieronymus. Wards are off. Barry is able to send it ahead. Back for Taylor, regained her footing, and sent it through Ernster and a nutmeg. But it went off Sophie, and Pierre will have a throw-in in the offensive end now on the left flank, but the official says hold it a minute. And we'll take a Coca-Cola timeout here while they do. 44th minute, 2-1 Pierre leading over Jefferson, back in 30 on River 92.7.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit.
A volley now counter-attacking Sydney Christopherson on the right wing for Jefferson. Went into touch. That go off a Governor? No, it went off Christopherson. Pierre with a throw-in. Off their restart. Too far for Taylor. Sent ahead for Ella Brown now for Jefferson. Pierre leads 2-1. Nelson, who is the goal scorer for Jefferson, with it on the left side. A collision there with Caitlin Taylor. They say play on. And Pierre is back to defend. Yost on the right side, but sent it into touch. And Jefferson on the offensive end on the left flank with a throw-in. It's become overcast. A little cool now with that sun behind the clouds. But not a bad autumn day at the PILC Soccer Complex. The winner plays Saturday in the quarterfinal against either Mitchell or Brookings. Pass again on the left flank. This is Altenberg. Sent it in front, but able to handle it here is Emlyn Swanson. In the 45th minute, the Pierre keeper to midfield. Off a Cavalier and to Natalie Flottmeyer. Barry again for Natalie. Left it for Barry, a little too far ahead for her, but Taylor's able to control. Barry sent with a little flick back to Taylor, who sent it just over the left post and bar. Good volley there by Gracelyn Taylor in the 46th minute. But it leads to a Jefferson goal kick. So that's shot number 6 for Pierre. Jefferson now with 8 shots on net. Distribution at midfield, a little too far, and Jefferson's able to take control with Ella Brown. Backed in her way is Allison Hutchinson and took it right away on a very good play for Bria Sargent. Pierre still again in their own end. Now attacking from right to left. Caitlin Taylor overran it. Jefferson comes back. Altenberg trying to control Pierre. Sent it ahead. Kept in play as Engbrecht sent it to midfield. 47th minute. 2-1 Pierre. With the winner on to the quarterfinal on Saturday. While we have a few brief seconds here, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
About 6.5 minutes gone in this second half. 2-1 Pierre, and off the Governor throw in. Back to play it as Taylor Silvernail in her own end. Now for Faith Christensen. Came right to Flottmeyer for a cross in front, but on one big bounce it came to Nora Weaver. Flottmeyer hoping for some help. No one could catch up in time. Now, missed kick by Jefferson briefly, but now they're able to gain a little space. Trying to send it out. Barry trying to control for the Governors. Midway in the offensive end. Flottmeyer will run down the right side. Shoots, scores! Just inside the box! It happened just that quickly. Natalie Flottmeyer has number 7, and Pierre, as this match has just entered the 48th minute, regains the 2-goal lead. One quick little pass from Ryan Barry, and Natalie Flottmeyer sent it in with one touch just inside the box on the right side. That could be a big, big goal for the Governors. They've regained their 2-goal lead at 3-1. Caitlin Taylor sent it to midfield. Quickly back down by Jefferson. Swanson off her line, still in the box on the left side, is able to handle it. Oh, a huge goal potentially there for the sophomore Natalie Flottmeyer. It just took one quick little pass from Barry, and Natalie banged it in. And the Governors have the 2-goal lead back that they had in the first 14 minutes. But here comes Mackenzie Nelson for Jefferson right back. Sargent on her. Cross didn't make it to a teammate. Pierre is able to send it out for Flottmeyer. Controls, wards off a couple of defenders. Now for Ireland Templeton, and it's for Sargent. And for Flottmeyer, nearly as far as midfield, but Jefferson intercepts. Through ball going for Nelson in the box, has control, puts it in with the right foot. Mackenzie Nelson has her second of the match, as it's just entered the 49th minute, and it's a 1-goal game again with Jefferson up 3-2. The Governors could not clear it as far as midfield for very long, and the good through ball for Nelson, and she was able to tap it in midway in the box. Pierre's lead down to a goal again at 3-2. Sent it deep for Ernster, and she keeps it away from Gracelyn Taylor, but it will end up as a corner for Pierre, their 4th. It'll be Taylor taking it from the left corner. A 1-goal match, Pierre in front. They've never trailed today, but they're in a tussle. At the right post, a header by Sargent goes wide. Coca-Cola timeout in the 49th minute. This one's still in the balance. 3-2 leading Pierre is over Jefferson, and we're back in 30 on River 92.7.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2, and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
Start came for Bria Sargent for Pierre. Barry trying to catch up. Jefferson now looking to clear. And can't quite do it to midfield as the Governors Ireland Templeton sent it back near the D. Tapped by Devin Van Rokel, who just re-entered a moment ago. Ava Silvernail dealing with the Governors. Hilmer now sends it ahead to Sydney Christofferson. Through ball going for Nelson again down the left side. And she's able to catch up with it. Sent it just high and wide. Trying to catch up was Caitlin Taylor. Nelson had plenty of space down the left flank. Sent the shot high. Pierre with a short goal kick, but Nelson had a chance to even this match up. It is 3-2 Pierre. In a thriller in the 51st minute. In England, they would say about matches like this, a 5-goal thriller. Well, who knows? We could have 5, we could have more. Flodmeyer down the right flank for Pierre as they try to attack. Sent in for tap by Hilmer, and right there is Nora Weaver to stop it. Lexi Hilmer was close to her second off a great cross. It stays a 1-goal lead. What action in this match. And Jefferson deep in their own end. They'll have a throw in. Headed down by Van Rokel, but Jefferson's still able to play it here to midfield. That's Allison Hutchinson taking it for Pierre. Watch it at the River 92.7 page. At the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. As Jefferson brings Maddie Ingles back in. Remember, right after we're done, we head to Huron for Pierre Governor volleyball against the Huron Tigers. Will it be in 80 minutes or will it be more? It's Pierre by a goal now in the 52nd minute, up 3-2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Ernster ahead. Oh, good touch here from Christofferson to Maddie Ingles, but two Governors are there, including Lexi Hilmer, but she had to send it into touch as she didn't have the angle. Deep in the right wing in the offensive end, Jefferson's going to have a throw-in down a goal. Hieronymus for the Cavaliers. For Sophie Ernster. Back to midfield. Barry trying to intercept, but Hieronymus gained it back. No, Barry gains it ahead. Through ball for Devin Van Rokel on the left side. Outside the box. Devin had it tapped away by Jefferson, but across the touchline, so it is a throw-in. As Gracelyn Taylor re-enters the Pierre lineup to replace Natalie Flotmeyer. The 53rd minute now, just under 28 minutes still to go, and a lot can still happen. A lot has happened so far. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. First round of the AA Girls playoffs. Lexi Hilmer in the box, sent in front, and then tapped out by Ella Brown, and I believe it went off Brown, or did it go off a Governor? It is going to be a corner. Yeah, it was the lobby there by Weaver saying, hey, that went off a player in green, but the officials say no, it's corner number 5 for the Governors. Came to the right side, not able to control, is Caitlin Taylor. Does regain it outside the D. Sent it deep in the box, but in a couple of bounces, no problem for Weaver to handle this. 54th minute, distribution to midfield. Up ahead, here's Nelson again, this time a through ball for Altenberg, but too far for here, and Pierre is able to send it into touch at midfield, so Jefferson right at the midfield stripe, left wing flank with a throw-in. Head for Altenberg again, cleared out and into touch again by the Governors. Jefferson quickly restarts. Along that left side, into touch again and again. Off of the Governors, minute 54. 3-2, Pierre in front. What a match this has been in the first round of the playoffs. And Jefferson player goes down, but it's Pierre who will have the throw in. Quick restart. Bria Sargent up ahead, a little too far for Barry, and Ella Brown is back to knock it out of play, but it is a throw in for Pierre. That one went off Sargent and over the goal line. A goal kick coming up here for Jefferson in the 55th minute. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Quite a match here at the PILC Soccer Complex with a winner to play in the quarterfinal round on Saturday. Graceland Taylor for Ryan Barry. Sent it a little too far for Van Rokel, and able to dive on it is Weaver. Good idea there. Just a little too far for Devon, and Weaver with a distribution to midfield. Volley by Maddie Ingles. Couldn't quite control it, and sending it deeper is Lexi Hilmer. And it's restarted quickly. Went off of Christofferson, trying to send it to Maddie Ingles. She couldn't keep it in play. Now in the 56th minute, a throw in by Grace Engbrecht. For Van Rokel, and Hilmer sent it deep. But Jefferson back and just taps it out of play into touch. So Pierre with throw in. They would very much like to have a 2-goal lead back. It is 3-2 now. Jefferson's able to send it to midfield off the head of Templeton. Caitlin Taylor sent it further ahead for Pierre. Barry being bothered. Now it went off of Van Rokel, but Templeton's able to send it on the right side for a run for Taylor outside the box, but too far for Graceland. And here comes a goal kick for Jefferson. We'll take a Coca-Cola timeout. 56th minute. It's still 3-2 for Jefferson. We're back in 30 on River 92.7.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
The Corner State, welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
Box a little too far out of reach. Almost got a shot away. Nora Weaver came out to make sure there wouldn't be one. Distribution at midfield. And it is Jefferson trying to move ahead again. Nelson, but this time a Governor in her way. 3-2 Pierre in front. Goals by Graceland Taylor, Lexi Hilmer, and Natalie Flottmeyer for Pierre. Mackenzie Nelson has scored both Jefferson goals. 23 minutes right now remaining. We just entered minute 58, so still quite a bit of time to go to see who will advance to the quarterfinal round on Saturday against the winner of the match. That is just getting going in Mitchell's. The Colonels are hosting the Brookings Bobcats in the 1-16 match. Mitchell, the top seed, 13-1 were the Colonels in the regular season. Sent ahead by Taylor, out of play. Restart. And a push by Jefferson leads to a foul. Pierre will have a free kick. Late in the 58th minute. Barry will set up. At a right angle, about 4 or 5 yards outside the D. The wall for Jefferson, told to back up a little more. They must be 10 yards away from where the spot of the free kick is that Ryan Barry will take. Now the 59th minute. Barry sent it high. And it remains Pierre 3 and Jefferson 2. Jefferson trying to win in the first round for the second year in a row. So's Pierre. Barry couldn't handle it. Oh, left it for Van Rokel, but she is taken off the play nicely by Faith Christensen. But to help out is 8th grader Lexi Hilmer for the Governors. On the left flank, tries to cross, defended pretty well. sent it back for Van Rokel, but knocked out a play by Jefferson. It'll be a Pierre throw-in. Trying to hang on here, and it has been hanging on for a lot of this match. That goal by Flottmeyer, really huge now. But here comes Ava Brown for Jefferson to midfield, but 2 Governors are there, including Templeton, who played it back briefly into Jefferson's end. Sent ahead, looking for Nelson. Here comes McKenzie. Volley from the left side is brought in by Emlyn Swanson. Big save there as Mackenzie Nelson again hounds space down the left flank. In the 60th minute, still 3-2 for Pierre, but the pressure continues to be put on by Jefferson here. And they send it ahead and off a Governor, so it'll be a corner for Jefferson as they bring Ella Maley back in. This is the 5th corner for Jefferson. Remember, Nelson scored directly off a corner in the first half. She'll take the corner from the left flag here at the end to our right. It is an outswing at the top of the D. It is loose. Pierre trying to clear it out. Van Rokel got it as far as the D. Sent back ahead by Faith Christensen. Engbrecht sends it to the right side and out of danger for the moment, though Nelson is there to send it back in front, but this one's way high and wide. Minute 61. But again, anytime McKenzie gets that left foot on the ball, she is really dangerous. Jasmine Yost is back in for Pierre. It will be a goal kick here for the Pierre keeper, Emlyn Swanson. "19.5 minutes to go in regulation play. A 3-2 Pierre lead. We hope you're enjoying this one. This has had plenty of action. Short goal kick. Templeton tries to distribute ahead. Left side. Bria Sargent is there to take it, but Jefferson intercepts. Governors now clear it out to midfield and in touch. Jefferson will have a throw in, though, now with 19 minutes remaining. From their own end, you know what they'll try to do if they can, and try to send Nelson ahead. Engbrecht with the foot on it here at midfield for Pierre. Our brief family dental appearing in the Gettysburg postgame show will include our Cowboy Country Stores player of the match and our Hermanson Endodontics big play, and then we'll get you to Huron for Governor Volleyball against the Huron Tigers at the Huron Arena with Brian right after we're done here. So please stay with us here on River 92.7. Jefferson makes a substitution before a restart as Sydney Christofferson is back in to give Brinley Altenberg a break. And it'll be the throw in here for Jefferson from their own end, headed down by Pierre, came to Barry for a moment, trying to control down the right flank and into the box, and back is Jefferson to defender, however. And then a volley sent high and almost to the street. Before Jefferson goal kick in the 63rd minute. 3-2 Pierre leading Jefferson. The Cavaliers continuing to put on the attack. They have 2 goals from Mackenzie Nelson. But Pierre with a 1-goal advantage here now in the later stages of this very entertaining match. Pierre with Sargent catching up to it in the right corner. Her cross knocked down by Jefferson and to midfield. Look out, here comes Nelson. Down the left flank at midfield. Mackenzie Nelson hesitates, trying to send it ahead for Ava Brown. She's in the box. Brown shoots, and Swanson is able to knock it away. But here is a volley sent ahead by Maley. Now on the right side of the box, it's Brown and sent it wide. Oh, what a big save a moment ago by Emlyn Swanson. Keeps this a 1-goal Governor lead in the 64th minute. Graceland Taylor's back in for Pierre. Sophie Ernster's back in for Jefferson. Great opportunity a moment ago for the Cavaliers. Again, it'll be left to Templeton to play it ahead. Flottmeyer Barry with a volley. Back for Natalie, trying to make it at least to midfield, but no, in the way is Ella Brown for Jefferson. And then sent tumbling, although they say play on. Natalie Flottmeyer with the contact over there. Back at midfield, it's Ella Brown for Jefferson. Now the wind's almost died down completely. It was really breezy earlier. Pierre trying to start a run. Jasmine Yost to the right side of the box. Plenty of room, and having to knock it away is Nora Weaver. Pierre's going to end up with a corner. How about that run by Jasmine Yost, who can put it in the back of the net? We saw her score a couple in a match recently against Huron. She has 5 for the year. The Governors end up with her 6th corner. Ryan Berry from the right corner in the 65th minute. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2. First round of the AA girls playoffs. To the middle of the box. Sargent couldn't get a volley on it, and Jefferson's able to clear it out of danger, at least for the moment. Yost left it back for Barry on the right flank. Her cross is too far. Engbrecht trying to run it down on the left side. Lifted for Graceland Taylor. She'll try for the cross. Off of Yost. Flottmeyer turned around. Jefferson plays it ahead, and it is Ava Brown on the right flank. Went off of Engbrecht into touch. Jefferson will have a throw-in. We're in the 66th minute as Brown out and Brinley Altenberg back in for the Cavaliers. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. A thriller in this first-round playoff match. Ernster knocked down and right back into touch by Grace Engbrecht. So Ernster with another throw-in on the right side, but it's Engbrecht to play it again. Back to Ernster at midfield. Now for Hieronymus. Then went off Maley, and just to our right off of Grace Engbrecht, and Jefferson restarts with a throw-in. Maley went deep into the right corner. Templeton trying to catch up and defend. Over there with the Cavaliers, Sydney Christofferson. It'll end up in a throw-in for Jefferson. Ernster now taking it away from her. Good play. Jasmine Yost trying to send it too far ahead for Barry. This will be played by the keeper, Nora Weaver, in the 67th minute. Just over 13 and a half minutes to play in regulation. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2. Played to midfield where Yost sent it right back into the Jefferson end. Jefferson will have a throw-in, but in their defensive end as Maddie Ingles comes back in for the Cavaliers. Shots on net, 11 for Jefferson and 10 for Pierre. What a match this has been. 3-2 for Pierre. Graceland Taylor, Lexi Hilmer, Natalie Flottmeyer, their goal scorers. Mackenzie Nelson has both goals for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Played to midfield by Jefferson. Engbrecht is there for Pierre, now for Ireland Templeton. And a flick by Taylor into the box, but no one around for Pierre. Nora Weaver's there to play it in goal for Jefferson. Her distribution is too far for Altenberg, and Pierre's going to be able to have a throw-in at midfield. Now we're in the 68th minute, just over 12 and a half minutes to go. Again, just after we get done, we'll have a very brief postgame here, and then we'll send you to Huron for Governor Volleyball against the Huron Tigers on River 92.7. Brian Oakland's at the Huron Arena, ready to tell you if the Governors can break that 2-match losing streak. That's right after we get done here. Pierre would like that to be in 12 minutes, but Jefferson wants a little more. Nelson, who has scored both of their goals, played it off of Templeton into touch. Sent ahead quickly. Sydney Christofferson, it couldn't reach her. Pierre sends it back to midfield. Jefferson trying to control again, but a player slips, at least for the moment, and now it's Jefferson who is called for the foul, and Pierre will have a free kick with just over 11 and a half minutes to go. We are in the 69th minute of 80. Pierre 3, Jefferson 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. And right on the center stripe, above the circle, Ireland Templeton starts the free kick. near the top of the D. Punched out by Jefferson. Flopmeyer left it for Grace Engbrecht. Her volley came after one touch to Barry. Ryan turned around, able to take it with the left foot for Taylor. Left side, tough angle, scores! Graceland Taylor off the feed from Barry. It is the 70th minute, and it is another big one by Graceland Taylor with 2 goals in her return. The great setup by Barry. Pierre has that 2-goal lead back at 4-2-2. There's still time for Jefferson, but how big that play was by Taylor, and what a great through ball, too, by Ryan Barry. Now Jefferson's really got to press. They have just under 11 minutes to make up 2 goals. 4-2 Pierre on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It is sent for Nelson on the west side. Look out. Nelson crossed off a Governor, I believe, and out on a play, but they're going to say offside. The flag was up. So, no, not a corners. They're going to say that Jefferson was offside. That's the first that's been called here on either team. Oh, that takes away what might have been a good chance for the Cavaliers. Just over 10 minutes left. Oh, boy, what a big goal that could be a moment ago for Pierre's Graceland Taylor. It's put the Governors up by a score of 4-2. Off the restart, Jefferson knocks it down at midfield. Taylor in some traffic this time. Helping her out is Sydney Christofferson. Draws a Pierre foul. And Christofferson about 6 yards outside the box on the left side with a free kick here and a good chance. Right on goal. It is tapped, and it is. The rebound put just a little wide. Ingles is able to save it. Ingles had the opportunity, now cleared into touch by Pierre. Ingles almost made it a 1-goal match again. 9.5 minutes left now in regulation. Need a ball. Here comes one for a throw-in by Jefferson. Taylor able to send it right back into touch. Here comes another Jefferson throw-in, but it's deep in Pierre's offensive end on the right flank. Now just over 9 minutes to go. Pierre 4, Jefferson 2. Headed right back out by Hilmer. Jefferson will throw in again. Came to the Governors, tipped it to midfield. Long volley sent right back in by Hansen, but on a long bounce, no problem for Swanson to handle this in the Pierre goal. The 72nd minute now. Pierre hanging on. They are up 2 goals. They are up 4-2, but Jefferson, no choice but to keep putting on the pressure. Now they've got to take some chances, as their season may be down to their last 8.5 minutes. Into touch for a Pierre throw-in by Engbrecht to midfield. Taylor sent it back to Yost. And this one into touch for a Jefferson throw-in. Put right back out of play by Lexi Hilmer. Governors won't mind doing that for 8 more minutes if they keep forcing throw-ins and keeping it on the right flank. Pierre tries to clear. It came to, look out, Mackenzie Nelson in some traffic. Outside the D. Now Hieronymus trying to send it ahead, but the wind caught that one a little bit, and it goes across the goal line. Let's take one more 30-second break. A Coca-Cola timeout. 73rd minute. Pierre leading Jefferson 4-2. We're back in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Quarter Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Quarter Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Quarter Station and the Crossing. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box.
Caitlin Taylor to midfield where it's sent down by Jefferson. Pierre leading 4-2. We are now in the 74th minute, just under 7 minutes left in regulation. Pierre with a 2-goal lead as they try to advance to the quarterfinals. Long volley trying to catch up Mackenzie Nelson, but Templeton is her way and sent it into touch. However, it will be a Jefferson throw-in on the left side. Deep in the offensive end for them, which is to our right. Again, if you're expecting Governor volleyball, we'll get to it right after we get done here with Governor girls first-round playoff soccer. Sargent able to tap it off a Jefferson player, now to play. It's a Pierre goal kick. Just over 6 minutes left. Jefferson has got to send everyone forward now. They're down 2 goals. That's what Jefferson's been doing a lot of the day, and that's what I get for saying the wind had died down. Now it's picked back up again, as you can probably hear, out of the southwest. Around 15 miles an hour. Some gusts have been higher. Barry sent a through ball on the right side for Sargent. Starts to run down the right flank past midfield and past a fallen defender. Left it for Flottmeyer, right edge of the box. Sent a drive at the right post that's stopped by Nora Weber in goal. 6 save for Weber. Quick distribution on the restart. 5.5 minutes to go in regulation. Pierre 4, Jefferson 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. At midfield. Sent ahead by Ava Silvernail. And a long volley as they go for Nelson on the right side, but it eludes her, and Pierre's able to volley it out to midfield again. Just over 5 minutes left in regulation. Here is a long, ambitious drive by Hieronymus from about 6 yards past the center circle that goes high and wide and out of play. Pierre with a goal kick. Just under 5 minutes to play. Pierre 4, Jefferson 2. 2 by Gracelyn Taylor, 1 by Lexi Hilmer, 1 by Natalie Flottmeyer. Mackenzie Nelson, both goals for Jefferson in a very entertaining match. Flottmeyer sent it back to Sargent at midfield. Pierre just trying to play some keep away now. They have a 2-goal lead, 4.5 minutes to go. Flottmeyer trying for Taylor in a through ball. She's on 2 goals, trying to catch up with it in front, and it went off a Cavalier and into the net. Well, it was a ball where they tried to send it to Taylor, but Cavalier's back defending. But it'll account for Pierre in the 76th minute on the own goal. And this one is looking a whole lot better for Pierre now as they take a 5-2 lead. Again, our very brief family dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame coming up when this match is done. Jefferson's not going to stop pressing, but now they've got to make up 3 goals in just over 4 minutes of play. And they send it out for a goal kick now. They just tried to defend hard on that play. Gracelyn Taylor tried to catch up. It goes into the books as an own goal, but the Governors will take it just the same as they now lead by a score of 5-2. And they send it fairly deep again, where it is sent ahead by Chloe Hansen to midfield and off of a Governor, Lexi Hilmer, and out of play. 3.5 minutes to go. The lead now 3 for Pierre. They hope they're 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Yost now is able to play it ahead legally with her foot. And sent out of a play here by Ernster. Just under 3 minutes left. We're in the 78th minute. A 5-2 Pierre lead now over Jefferson. This Cavalier team has given it their all, though, in this first-round match. Pierre's really had to play well to keep this visiting side away today. 2.5 minutes remaining. The play is in Jefferson's offensive end. And a restart will come here from Jefferson. The Cavaliers, 3rd year of the program, of course, had their first playoff win a year ago in the first round, beating Spearfish. Fell behind 2-0 today, but brought it back to within a goal about 15, 16 minutes in by Nelson. They've never led today, but they kept the pressure on the Governors. But big goal by Graceland Taylor in the 70th minute made it 4-2. The own goal in the 76th minute has made it a 5-2 Governor lead. Again, we'll do our very brief Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg postgame, which will include our Hermanson Endodontics big play, our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Then we'll get you right to Huron for Governor volleyball against the Huron Tigers. Now 1:20 to go as Jefferson sends it to midfield looking for a run by Nelson, but in the way of that and sending it deep is Allison Hutchinson, forcing Jefferson back in their own end now, and just over a minute to play. And Pierre, well, I don't want to say they're hanging on, but they have been taken to the limit today, but a huge goal by Graceland Taylor. Clock stopped for the moment with 55 seconds to go. As Devin Van Rokel comes back into the match for Lexi Hilmer, who had an important goal today. What a return for Taylor after missing a lot of time with that right knee problem. She's wearing a big brace on that knee, but she's come up with two huge goals, one in the very first minute of this match today, and then the big one in the 70th minute that increased the Pierre lead to 2. It's 3 now. 50 seconds now to play as Pierre will restart again with a throw-in. They're in the offensive end. The battle has been along the touchline at the end of our left for about the last minute and a half. Now 35 seconds to go. Came ahead to Sydney Christofferson for Jefferson. Maybe one more run. Nope, Ireland Templeton's in the way of that. 20 seconds to play. And Templeton will just chip it ahead for Barry. Now Van Rokel trying to send it ahead. Governors know they don't need to score again. Yeah, this one's over. 10 seconds left. We'll try one more run for Mackenzie Nelson. But time will run out and put it in the record book, baby. The Pierre Governors really got pushed today, but they do advance to the quarterfinals of the AA Girls playoffs with a 5-2 victory today over the Jefferson Cavaliers. And it's either Mitchell or Brookings on Saturday. Now, again, a very quick Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg postgame is coming up. We'll name our Hermanson Endodontics player of the game, our big play in our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game, and we will do that when we come back in 90 seconds here on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. And all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
The Pierre Governors, the final score line is going to say 5-2, but this one was pretty tight. The Governors had 2 big goals from Graceland Taylor. But our Hermanson Endodontics big play. This is, by the way, well nominated by Brian Menning handling the video today. This was with about 25 minutes left. Mackenzie Nelson, who scored both of the goals today for Jefferson, had a great chance to tie it up. But Emlyn Swanson in the Pierre net made a very, very big save. That kept it a 3-2 Pierre lead. It was about 5 minutes later that Graceland Taylor came up with a big in the 76th minute, made it the final scoreline of 5-2 for Pierre. Lexi Hilmer and Natalie Flatmeyer also scored for the Governors today. Nelson with both of the goals. The shots were 12 apiece, 6 saves for Nora Weaver in the net for Jefferson, 4 saves, but that big one that we mentioned by the Pierre keeper, Emlyn Swanson. 5 corners for Jefferson, 6 corners for Pierre. Jefferson was offside once. So now for the Governors, it is on to the quarterfinal round against either Mitchell or Brookings. Obviously, the top seed Mitchell, the very, very heavy favorite in that match, but you got to play it out. They're playing right now at Joe Quintal Field in Mitchell. So if Mitchell wins, the Governors would go there and play on Saturday. For Jefferson, a great effort by this Cavalier team of Taylor Machachik. They end at 3-6-4. The Governors with win number 9. They are at 9-4-1 as they move on to the quarterfinal round. The weather is not so great, so we got to pack up and make our way out of here. But thanks to everyone who helped make it happen today, including Pierre Athletic Director Brian Mosier. Thanks also to Brian Menning to taking care of the video. Thanks to Chuck Hansen for his assistance. And thanks also to our studio coordinator, Colby Carey. I'm David Burrell. The Pierre Governors are on to the quarterfinals of the AA Girls Soccer Playoffs. The final score one more time at the PILC Soccer Complex on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Pierre Governors 5, the Jefferson Cavaliers 2. Stay tuned, because coming up after this break, we will take you right to Huron as the Pierre Governors in volleyball try to stop their 2-match losing streak as they'll take on the Huron Tigers. We'll join Brian Oakland in a moment here on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.